What's up? Welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of Gorillaz' eighth album, Cracker Island. First album since Song Machine in 2020. Gorillaz back, the virtual band from Damon Albarn. Think people know him by now. I'll be honest, I wasn't checking for these singles. I haven't been super into Gorillaz in a while. I think the last two albums, Song Machine and the Now, have been better than Humans from 2017. But overall, I think Gorillaz is definitely in a late stage period of their existence and not as interesting as they once were. But still, a noteworthy group that whenever anything comes out, it's worth paying attention to. And that's how I was going into Cracker Island. And honestly, I think this is an album that meets expectations. And if you had any experience with the most recent Gorillaz albums, this will sound pretty familiar. I don't think this will really create any new fans though, because it's really nothing outside the box that Damon has done before. Um, it's kind of the same old thing, right? Damon Albarn giving you kind of his vocal melody style that we know at this point, and bringing in a bunch of guests that kind of fit well on his songs. Sometimes those guests really make songs pop. I think of a song like Charger off Humans with Grace Jones, like really inspired pick. Other times, it's just okay, or it just sounds like a Gorillaz song. Of course, Feel Good Inc., the classic with De La, is like the gold standard of this. It's hard to meet those highs every single time, though, right? In the case of Cracker Island, I think they brought in a lot of guests that kind of feel of a piece with Gorillaz music, right? You have Thundercat on here, you got Beck on here, you got Tame Impala, obviously, on here. They all make sense. I think Cracker Island, the title track with Thundercat, sounds pretty cool. Those kind of chanty vocals, that drum line, obviously Thundercat's bass sounds pretty good. The next track, Oil, with Stevie Nicks, obviously a nice pull as a feature. And the duet with Damon that Stevie does sounds pretty good. But I don't think it's like anything like spectacular. I think if anything, the fact that Gorillaz got Bad Bunny on a song with Tormenta, that actually speaks to like something outside the box from Gorillaz and kind of bringing somebody new into their orbit that doesn't immediately fit. That's probably the most standout like song just from like a construction standpoint, because it kind of feels out of place with the rest of Cracker Island. I think clearly the best song on this which is a single, it's been out for a little bit now, would be Silent Running, featuring Adelaide Omatayo. Adelaide was part of like the Humans like choir, so he had been in the Gorillaz orbit. But man, I think Silent Running is an incredible track, and like honestly like the best Gorillaz track to me in like 10 years. Like this is the best Gorillaz song since like Plastic Beach Gorillaz. Like it's been a minute. Just like the vocal melody from Damon is incredibly catchy, incredibly passionate, like singing. I think his singing is incredible, and just like the synths on this song, especially on the chorus, so catchy. And Adelaide's vocals just fits so well. Like to me, that was like a just vibey as fuck song. Like in general, like that's what you expect from a Gorillaz, right? Like vibes. But like that is, I think, like a true like masterwork of like giving you like those real vibes and like the way you want them. And man, that really kind of blew me away from otherwise my general feelings about Gorillaz, which is that they're not really an exciting or groundbreaking group anymore. But that's also okay. Like this is the eighth Gorillaz album. Gorillaz have been out a long time. Damon Albarn has been at it with Gorillaz and elsewhere for a long time. It's okay that they're not at the cutting edge anymore. It's at worst still really listenable, really vibey stuff. Obviously, it's well made, so it's hard to get too like worked up about it. But I'm also not gonna get too excited about it. But Silent Running as a song is like a clear exception to that general sentiment. But let me know, what did you think? Were you really excited for a new Gorillaz album after what we've had recently? Did this drastically change your perception of recent Gorillaz work? How are you feeling? What was your favorite song? And for more music reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.